Alright, welcome to another Battlefield terrain tutorial. I've got a new setup here with a new design battle mat from gamemat.eu. So, as per usual, I'm going to run through step by step. We'll start with the foundation, which is the battle mat, and then we'll work our way through to the finest details, buildings, accessories, and so on. I'll leave as many links as I can in the video description below as well. So, to start off with the foundation, it's going to give you a nice playable surface, just in a flat area. It's a good flat table, a gaming surface, and the mat just rolls out on top, so it's the mouse mat material. This one is called, it's actually a double-sided mat. It's Badlands and Toxic Badlands. The one I've got out here is the Toxic Badlands, just to match in with this terrain. On the other side is the regular Badlands mat design as well. So really good value in this mat. So you've got two designs on the one mat, so you just flip the mat over, so double the value and double the usage out of the mat with the two different options. They are closely matched. It's basically Badlands and then a toxic version of it with some sort of industrial stuff going on, which is very useful if you're trying to paint a certain theme type of terrain. It's going to match. If you paint it to match in with one mat, it's going to match the other. So good value there as well. This mat is 60 by 44 inches in size. You can check out the website for the other sizes that they have available. So I'll leave a link for the mat in the video description below. You'll also see a discount code for 11% off. That's across the store, so that's going to apply to the mats and also the pre-painted terrain from gamemat.eu as well. So the mats are great. They give you a colour scheme straight away. You've got like a sandy stone colour going on here, some grey tones running through this. Obviously these toxic patches, which as I've said, they're going to match them with our terrain set really well. And then some industrial stuff going on here as well. So justifiable that you can then bring in some buildings onto this terrain, as the mat has some sort of signs of civilization running through it. The mat on the other side is nice and plain, so those things taken away and just down to the rocky aspect here with the Badlands mat. And then also figure friendly, if models fall over, it's a softer surface, nice and quiet, no clattering with dice as well rolling on the table. So then moving on to fill out the board. Here is the Fallout Zone terrain set. So I've actually got two sets, and that really has pretty much completely filled out this table. So in that set you get one of these, and then you get four of these halves, which you can pair together or split them up however you want to, but they're separate pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you also get a large two-story ruin, and then you get two of these ones here as well. So you also get some barricades, which I haven't used on the board here, but you also get a set of barricades in with that terrain set as well. As I mentioned, two sets combined has pretty much filled out this board. I've made a few modifications to this. I've introduced a few sprays just very gently, not total respray, but just patches. Some brown spray, a little bit of green, very, very gently, just to add in a few extra tones, which matches in quite nicely with this. And this is painted green, but I've repainted it, added in, mixed in some yellow, some lime sort of green colours, and just done a bit of extra work on that. But that's come out really well, matching up nicely with this. So we've got a real good match going on here with this terrain set and the new Badlands mat. So again, I'll leave that link in the video description below for the Fallout Zone terrain. Then really it's accessories just to help fill out the board. A great way to fill out the table is the Munitorium containers from Games Workshop. Got a good number of them across here. There's a bit of a gap over here, and you can just build up the containers just to plug those gaps quite nicely. So a good number of them around the board. I'm going to mention again, because I'm just using them in every setup here, they're just so universally useful, and that's these walkways. So I'm using them to span gaps across here, so you can move across the ruins. They're brilliant for spanning across gaps like this. Over onto the containers I'm using them. The square one I've actually put right on top of this ruin. You can see it across there. It just means that you might have sort of rooftops or higher areas, but now you can start connecting them with the walkways. These are made from scratch. There is a full tutorial on the channel. I'll link it for you in the video description below. It's good to see a number of people making these and sharing their progress on our WhatsApp groups and also on our Discord. But these are they're universally useful. Once you have them, you can use them for so many terrain setups. They're great to have. So the full tutorial, all the materials, the process is all covered in that video. You can use the same materials and the same process to then create these propaganda posters, which are really fun to make, and again add a real nice 40k aspect to your board. And you can also use the same process, same materials to create these perimeter fences as well. So if you like the look of those and you're up for a bit of a challenge, then you're welcome to copy that tutorial. I'll guide you through the whole process. I think that's pretty much it. Accessories are really good. They help just tip the board over, just adding extra detail in just for not too much effort. A few other things going on, so things like this. These are from Games Workshop. This is part of the AdMech terrain from Games Workshop. Little finishing touches like that, just to give it that 40k feel. Scattered spare weapons, the las gun there, things like that, just scattered around the board. A few barricades as well, just to add a few extra details to the table. Once you have that, you've got a table looking something like this. So very much looking forward to playing some games across this one here. It's open for all factions. A lot of factions look great across here. Space Marines battling across this would look good. Perhaps a Necron or Tyranid infestation would look great across this table as well. But a nice theme, something different from usual sort of grey city fight. This is industrial for sure, but we've got a nice sort of stony, sandy, Badlands toxic effect going on with this board. Something unique for sure. Keep a lookout for more tutorials on the channel, and as per usual, we'll fade out with some atmospheric music. Do check out those links below, and remember the discount code that you can use for 11% off across the store, gamemet.eu. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.